Hello and welcome. My name is Coach LaMonte It, and I am the creator and host of Youday. Before we begin, I wanted to take this time out to thank you for watching this pilot. I believe that you will not only see the benefit of Youday, but also the need for this project. As you watch this pilot, you will not only discover more about this unique and life-changing program, but you're also going to learn more about me and why I created Youday. So thank you once again, and I now present to you Youday. Okay, so the question many of you are asking right now is, who is Coach LaMonte? It's simple. I'm a husband to my beautiful, incredible wife, Stacia, of 19 years, a father to 5 incredible, beautiful children, and a man who has a passion to see people live their best everyday life. My family and I have endured many hardships and many good times as well. Whether it was us overcoming being homeless for a year, or my son Cameron battling and overcoming cancer. We learned to endure and to make each day our best day. It also taught us the lesson of patience and also the power of love. As a certified life coach and motivational speaker, I've worked with people from various backgrounds, helping them to defeat their personal darkness and awaken to the light and champion within. I learned that my own story was a tool to help people overcome their own personal stories. As a person who perfected keeping themselves in a mental prison, I inspired myself one day to face my personal demons, to come out of my darkness. And those are the lessons that I share with my clients. I am also the co-host of Morning Break. It's a daily weekday lifestyle talk show program, which airs right here in Charlotte on WBTV Channel 3, which is a CBS affiliate. I've had the opportunity over the past 6 years to share each morning with our viewers, reminding them of their personal importance. On Morning Break, I've interviewed hundreds of guests and have heard countless stories, which has connected me more to the human spirit. I've worked in news. I know the challenges many stations face today. You want to connect with your viewers more. You want to add personal and positive elements, which will break up the monotony of negative news. I get it. Youday is your answer. This is a concept which has never been done before. And that makes this project even more special. For such a time as this has emerged to bring your viewers hope. So as a broadcaster, a coach, a speaker, and family man, I combine all these elements to bring viewers my daily best. And that's Youday. Now, the question you may have right now is, what is Youday? Youday are daily motivational, inspirational vignettes produced to air during your morning and noon newscasts, and also other locally produced programming your station may produce, if desired. Youday is a daily intervention coaching program, intervening into the days of your viewers, helping them to create the lifestyle they were created to live. It's a tool to help viewers refocus and recommit themselves to finishing strong, empowering them to live their best everyday life.
We've learned one person is dead.
And it looks like the tsunami has engulfed several cities.
What started out as a peaceful march in the city's uptown area quickly turned violent.
Where 20 people were killed, 26 were injured.
These 38 people were shot over Memorial Day weekend. 7 of those victims have died.
The judge in court today said this was perhaps the most inhumane and vicious crime he has ever handled.
So why Youday? It's not a mystery that our world is changing daily. You report the news, you know this firsthand. Unfortunately, America has a crisis. The crisis, mental health. Now, according to mentalhealth.gov, mental health is defined as the following: our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. With more cases of mental illness being reported today, Youday will help to curb the problem by creating strategies and helping viewers simply reinvest in themselves. We will cover a multitude of areas, from personal and professional development to relationships, positive thinking, motivation, temperament and behavior, health and wellness, finances, spiritual and emotional living, and so much more. Our goal is simple. It's to lock arms with your viewers daily, helping them to put themselves first and create a personal world they feel empowered to live in. So how does Youday work? It's simple. Monday through Saturday, our vignettes are 60 seconds in length, with the exception of Sunday, which is 2 minutes, and I'll explain soon why Sunday is so special. But what it does is add a positive element to your programs. Let's face it, we work in an industry where we desire more positive stories and elements. This is why youday is needed. Positive programming you didn't have to search for. Youday is content for all your media platforms, whether it's television, digital, social, or over the top. Youday can be found wherever your audience is. Now let's say your viewers are watching your newscast. They missed a youday moment of the day. Maybe they caught the tail end of the message, or they simply want to rewatch the message. You have them covered with additional viewing options on your station's website. And if your station has an OTT app, viewers can watch youday there. And what's exciting about OTT is that youday is episodic, so no more searching for content to fill the space. Yeah, we know your pain, trust me. That's why we have a fix for it. And since we're talking about digital, on your station's website, viewers are exposed to the world of youday. Not only will they find the daily vignette of the day, but also a blog that expands on the message of the day, coaching questions which will make the message more personalized, and tips on how to apply the message that they've just seen to their lives. And soon we will offer the Youday Experts Corner, which I'm excited, which will feature experts from a wide range of industries who will share nuggets on how your viewers can grow daily. And with Youday Social, using your station's social media handles, it will simply broaden the message, allowing your viewers to connect and expound on what they've seen, making Youday a community conversation piece. As you can see, Youday is more than a video. Youday is a lifestyle. How many times have you ever had a case of the Mondays? Well, if you've had them, just imagine that your viewers have had them also. So with Mind Shift Monday, what we're going to do is that as their coach, I'm going to get their minds in the right direction and get them thinking about their week differently. This is an example. A boxer once said every fighter gets into the ring with a game plan until they get punched in the face and knocked down. It is at that moment the fighter must decide that losing is simply not an option. We've all experienced those moments in this ring called life where we have taken continuous blows and feel discouraged, even defeated. But losing, once again, is not an option. Dig deep down and find your strength and get back into the fight. That giant may seem stronger and even bigger than you, but that giant that you stand toe-to-toe with is not too big that you can't destroy it. It's too big that you can't miss it. So keep swinging, keep fighting. Whatever giant you are facing right now, tell that giant it is coming down. This is your coach reminding you to go out today and make it your best you day. I'll see you tomorrow. There is a word that we all use today. It's called transformation. Well, we're going to use the same word, but we're going to do it differently on Transformation Tuesday. What your viewers can expect are step-by-step tools on how to move their life in the right direction. You're going to hear me say that a lot, right direction. It's because there is a direction that our lives should be moving on a daily basis. No more moving backwards, but only thinking forward. Transformation Tuesday, here's an example. Excuses. It seems as if we always have them at times, right? Okay, so we have to have a conversation. And the talk is simply this. How many times have you come up with reasons that excuse yourself from showing up for real life moments? Do you find yourself constantly procrastinating or pushing back deadlines or simply rescheduling meetings? When you make excuses, you are asking everything and everyone assigned to an appointed moment in your life to please excuse you from it. Okay, so this is what I need you to do. Number one, don't miss your moment. Don't excuse yourself from moments that you were simply created for. Number two, don't allow your fears to govern your choices, because if you do, they will excuse you every time. This is your coach, Coach LaMonte, reminding you to go out today and have your best you day. I'll see you tomorrow. Now, Wednesday is the middle of the week. It's also a great opportunity to relive some of those moments of wisdom that many of us have heard throughout our generation. This is what you can expect on Wisdom Wednesday. Do you remember when we were kids, we always found ourselves stuck between shoe sizes? Not too long ago, I found myself in an uncomfortable season where it seemed as if I had outgrown everything around me. I was restless and ready for something new. Now, check this out. Fortunately, I was presented with an opportunity that I had always dreamed of, and I moved forward with great optimism. But once I stepped into this new position, I felt like I was standing in shoes that were way too big for me to fill. I began to question my own qualifications. And it was at that moment that I realized that I had a serious decision to make. Do I stay in the season that I am familiar with and ignore my restlessness, or do I step out by faith into an opportunity that seems so much bigger than me and dare to make my dream a reality? Now, right now, at this very moment, you too may be in a season where you have outgrown everything around you. Are you haunted with the fear that you may not be able to fill the bigger shoes? Now, I want to encourage you, because what I discovered is this: the next size up always comes with the grace to grow. Walk with confidence until your shoes fit. Remember, this is your coach, Coach LaMonte, reminding you that today, go out and live your best you day. I'll see you tomorrow. On Transparency Thursday, I share bits and pieces of my personal life, things I've gone through, things I've experienced, and how I came out. Many of your viewers are experiencing maybe some similar things. But on Transparency Thursday, it is my opportunity as their coach to help them come out and to come into the life that they've been called to live. Ladies, can I be transparent? Okay, it seemed at a time in my life where every day I was beating myself up. I was self-sabotaging myself. Every opportunity that came, I pushed that opportunity away. I would say to myself, you're not good enough, you're not qualified. Why would you even attempt to do that thing? And then one day, I had a conversation with myself. And I said to myself, you know what, Lamont, no more. Why continue to miss out on opportunities that were created specifically for you? And that's when I discovered that I had in-your-wayitis. In-your-wayitis is when we're constantly creating roadblocks that keep us from living our best everyday life. And it was at that moment I said, no more. I'm not going to get in my way anymore. There are enough people in this world willing to throw bricks at me. I'm not going to help them. So I began to partner with myself instead of treating myself like my worst enemy. And it was then that I knew that I could live my best life. So for everyone that's listening too, you can live your best life too, just like these ladies can, and just like I decided to. This is your coach, Coach LaMonte, reminding you that today is your you day. Go out and live it. I'll see you tomorrow. Now, Friday is not only the end of a long work week, but it's also the beginning for you to start thinking about freedom. Freedom from the things that tried to hold you back throughout the week. Well, on Freedom Friday, we'll not only celebrate the end of a week, but we'll also celebrate your freedom from the things that once held you back. There are two things. There's purpose and there's potential. All right. The thing about purpose is that purpose is what we were born with. It was what we were created with. That's what God gave us. So when you were created, just like when you buy something, when you bought that laptop, it had an instruction manual, a user manual, right? So that's what God does. Our purpose is our user manual that's built on the inside of us. It tells the world why we're here and what we were intended to do while we're here. Potential is the one thing that prevents us from living our best life, because potential means that your gift is on the inside of you, but you're not utilizing it. The thing is that your potential can one day become potent and it can poison you if you don't get it out of you. So you have to get it completely out of you, and you have to live every day with a mission in mind that it is your responsibility to make somebody else better. This is your coach reminding you that today is the day to live. Go out today and have your best you day. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so Saturday, it's the weekend. Do you think your viewers are going to have a time to relax with me as their coach? No. Strategy Saturday is about helping them to plan for the week ahead, to reflect on the things they've experienced and what they need to do to prevent setbacks from setting in. So here's a question for you. Where's the wealthiest place in the world? where I can imagine some of your responses. But to get to the point, the wealthiest place in the world is the place that I'm standing right now, the cemetery. Well, you may ask, Coach, why the cemetery? It's simple. There were books here which were never written. There were dreams never fulfilled, cures to diseases never brought to fruition. And the reason, you ask, is because people did not believe that it was possible for them. Well, maybe right now you're sitting there and you're saying to yourself, Coach, is it even possible for me? Let me answer that question. It is. Don't just live your life to exist. Live your life to conquer. The grave has already stolen much from so many people. Don't let the grave steal from you. This is your coach, Coach LaMonte, reminding you today is your day to live. Have your best you day. I'll see you tomorrow. Spirit Sunday. Now, I told you that there was something special about Sunday, right? Spirit Sunday, you're going to meet people, maybe in your community, who have overcome many obstacles. They share their personal story. It's our opportunity to speak spirit to spirit, and your viewers, we let them in on the conversation. Shame, embarrassment are just a few things that women who are dealing with what my guest here on YouDay Sunday Spirit has talked about, and you've walked through, and you've wrote this amazing book, Infertility Sucks, You Don't. I love that title. Welcome, Shannon.
Thank you.
This book is candid, but before we get to how you found your light to pour yourself out of it, tell us your story of how this became your story.
Growing up, I really was not somebody that wanted to get married. I wasn't somebody that wanted to have kids. So when I did find somebody that I thought, hey, I could be married to you, the conversation changed, but I did not.
When we see a married couple, the conversation is always, when are you guys going to settle down and have kids?
About 6 months after going down that journey and making that commitment and deciding that's the path that we were going to be on, I just had this feeling, this inclination that something was wrong. Ended up going to a doctor, and lo and behold, did discover that the symptoms that I was explaining to them about my own biological and physical health were indicative of perhaps signs or symptoms related to infertility.
So you're going through the infertility treatments, and you're seeing that nothing that you're walking through is working.
It challenged me religiously, but also the biological beliefs I had that related to that religious, aspect of things. I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to carry a child, but then who am I if I can't? You have a choice. Either you believe that you are and you become the product of your own demise, or you believe that you are and then you ask yourself, what are you made of? Your story is not just the chapter that you're sitting in on. And it doesn't involve demolishing parts of you that are fruitful and exist. They happened. And when I allowed for all of these chapters of my life to continue to be a part of my story instead of seeing it as something that I'm walking in on, then I saw that I'm still in search of the mastery of myself.
You're awesome, Shannon. Infertility Sucks, You Don't. You can find it where you find your favorite books. Thank you for sharing your story. Once again, I thank you for checking out YouDay. As you can see, there is a lot that your viewers can expect on a weekly basis. We can't wait until you make YouDay a part of your everyday. So until then, go out today and have your best YouDay. This is Coach LaMonte. I'll see you soon.